Hey folks, it's a Tall Turtle and welcome back to a Minecraft texture pack update. This is going to be a one-off video for the textures for Minecraft 1.20.4, actually 1.20.2 and onward, because those of you who watch these videos already know that Mojang split up all the icons and widgets and everything and sprites from 1.20.1 to 1.20.2 and beyond. I think it's 1.20.2 and beyond. Anyway, so I've been facing my fears and decided I'm finally going to tackle this texture pack separation. I do know that Mojang has a slicer tool you can use to separate everything, but with my customizations I had to use and everything, it wasn't really working. Are those skeleton horses? No. So I did everything manually, and it's been a success. I did it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, here is an example image of what the icons used to be. Everything would draw from that file and another file like it, but then you had to split each thing up into folders such as this. So now all those icons are split up. I made almost 400 changes all said and done, including adding a few more customizations. So not only did I face my fears and split everything up and I'm future-proof and ready to go, I also fixed a few things that are broken over time and added a few more things. But this texture pack update video is more like a technical, nerdy type update. It's not going to be like, look at this cool new texture I did. So, if you've enjoyed the past texture pack video update videos, thank you. You might not enjoy this one very much, but stick with me here. So what are some of the things I did other than make 400 or some changes? Well, first of all, I added paintings. The new texture pack allows for 4 more paintings, I think. So I have 4 more paintings from my kids from school, even though I've totally run out because they don't do art in school anymore, like they used to, bring it home. However, I tested getting those paintings set up to show you, and none of them show up for some reason, so I don't know what's going on there, but I did do that, so you just have to imagine someday you'll see more paintings from my kids in game. The other big huge thing, well, 2 big huge things before I show you some nerdy stuff, you're not going to see any of these changes unless Eternia gets updated or I play on the family realm. Eternia is on 1.20.1, which is before all the changes, and all this stuff is in the future versions of the texture pack, or the game. So until that gets updated, you're not going to see anything. I'm hoping I can convince the server owner to update Eternia to 1.20.5 for armadillos, and then you can see my new textures there. Otherwise, we're not going to see them for a while, which is kind of a bummer, but we'll get there. Unrelated to the textures, I'm using new shaders because the complementary shaders I was using in 1.20.1, when you do it in the new version, which is 1.20.4 right now, the shadows were so dark you couldn't see anything. So these are new shaders from complementary shaders, which look great, except the anti-aliasing sucks, and you can see a lot of graining. You see a lot of graining. I'm not sure if that shows up on YouTube or your device. But the graining was completely gone with the previous shaders. But with these shaders, the graining is back, which is a bummer, but you know what? It just adds flavor to the view. And the other shaders in the newest version are so awful. I can't use them, so we'll live with it. The third big thing, before I show you some nerdy stuff, is I used to say that I was updating the Redcraft texture pack to be compatible and then putting my textures on top of my own. That's still true, but the Redcraft texture pack, I had to remove so much stuff to keep it compatible. That is just basics. There isn't much to it anymore. But I still need it for a few things, like a few GUI things and widgets and things. So I'll still be giving out people ask, but I have a disclaimer in there that it's just been thinned way down because most of it's just not compatible. I've been keeping Redcraft going with permission since 1.12. So it's been a long time, and it's just breaking so much, there's not much left to it. Someday I plan on doing my own stuff for the rest of it. I cannot combine the texture pack, theirs and mine, because they own it. I don't own it, I just have permission to keep it running. But there you go. Okay, we can finally talk about some nerdy stuff. So if I jump into, what's it called? Survival here, and we'll crash. Boom, see the hearts flashing and all that. All that had to be separated, heart by heart. And hunger isn't going to happen because I think I'm in peaceful, but all that stuff, the hearts and everything had to be separated. However, the toolbar or hotbar is mine. It's been mine for a long time, as is the selector you see moving. And I did my own experience bar now. So when it's growing experience, blank experience, whatever, that is my experience texture bar. So everything you see down there is mine, except the meat pops and the hearts. So I should probably change those over sometime. I just don't know what to do because they look so good with RedCraft. I can't copy them. So anyway, that stuff is mostly mine now. All experience stuff is mine, etc., etc. The offhand stuff is mine. Effects. Let me give you some, or I'm going to give myself some effects. And I fixed some of them to look better, and I had to fix some background stuff. So let me get that set up in 1 second here. I'll be right back. Alright, so if you look in the top right, you can see the effects that I fixed. Wither, the bottom right, that's going to go away in a minute. It was a bright heart I made it look like it was withering. Haste I finally made from a scooter to an axe, because haste is really a mining thing, not a scootering around thing. That would be speed. And the resistance, I had to change the colors. That's the shield with the sword in the top right. And then the turtle getting pushed through the water, that is Dolphin's Grace. I had to fix those because if you look at the background, I used to have them clear, but you could never see what was up there because it was clear, you couldn't see it. So I took the Minecraft background, which was brownish gray, and I made my own textured background, which you can't really tell there, but if you pull it up here, you can see here's the background. So you can see these now, because before they were impossible to see, and the theme, scooter, had nothing to do with haste. An axe, a glowing axe now does, and turtley green. So that's been changed, the background's been changed, all of the creative tabs have been changed and cleaned up. And what else? That leads me to other GUI stuff that's been cleaned up I need to set up. Let me get that set up. And here we go, brewing stand. I finally cleaned up the brewing stand GUI. It's all smooth now and everything, and when you put stuff in there, it all lights up all smooth. In fact, I should probably put something in there because this has changed too. So if I go in and I put some of this in, there you go, that glows all nice, that stays in there. Put a water bottle in there, put another word in there, everything animation. It's all cleaned up, smoothed out, it all looks great. The other GUI I did, enchanting table GUI, I should probably put some stuff, put some stuff in there to enchant. Do I have anything to enchant? Let's put this in there and this. So here we go. The background kept the same, but I updated the icons and things to look like eyes and everything. And the book is default too, but it looks pretty smooth. So that's been done. Yeah, there you go. So I finally updated that stuff. And then the last thing to talk about, no, two things to talk about, I guess. I have to go out to the menu. Look at the font. I finally fixed the font. This was the biggest thing I've been trying to figure out how to do, because when RedCraft did their font, it was 64 times the resolution as the default font. And, yeah, it was pretty crazy. It was fine until 1.19. So up through 1.18 it was fine. In 1.19 the font was so huge I couldn't run it in anything with signs. It just brought me down to 4 frames per second, so I got rid of it for a while. But I really wanted it back. So what I did is I took the RedCraft font, shrunk it down to twice the resolution. It looks kind of funny. It looked way bad. It looked horrible. I could barely read it. So I cleaned it up as best as I could. I still gave it the RedCraft flavor and nuance. So this still sits in the RedCraft texture pack. I can't take it and put it in my own because I don't own it. But I made it look as nice as I possibly could at double the resolution of default. And we have a nice font again. If you want to see my shaders, here you go. I'm using Complementary Unbound because the basic 472, those don't work anymore. But anyway, so there you go. Font is on. I also have my menu stuff back. My brown menu with green highlight that I used to have as my signature colors way back in 1.13 or something, and it was gone for a long time, and that's all back too. So those things are huge. The last thing I did was the realms. Let me see if I can crop a view of the realm here. Here's the family realm. It doesn't really expire, it's auto renew, but I got smooth colors. You can see the expired one, my friends, and then this will turn green, but I got all the colors looking good, so that just looks absolutely fabulous and smooth. I got the news stuff back up here, the invites, all this stuff is cleaned up again, and all the menu stuff here, the arrows to move things around, I got all that cleaned up and fixed again. You can see I got the 1.20.4 stuff here, and then over here is the same texture packs, but 1.20.1 It says 119 on there. I should fix that. 118. Oh my gosh. I should fix the descriptions. I just overlooked that. I'll go fix that. But this one's right. 1.20.4. So anyway, so there are the changes I've made to the texture pack stuff. So pretty boring video for you. A lot of it is all just back-end stuff. Hours and hours of back-end cleaning up. But for me, it's very, very exciting because I was able to finally get the inspiration to make the changes and fix some things that are broken. I just didn't have time or didn't know how to fix. So I still have a few things to do though to catch up everything else. I've got the cherry stuff, the cherry leaves, and I think there's 420 particles now. There used to just be 100. So I have 320 particles to figure out. That'll be in the future. But I've got the cherry stuff to do, suspicious sand, suspicious gravel. I still haven't done that yet. And basically that will catch me up on textures. Of course, once 1.20.5 comes out, there's going to be a bunch more textures. And once they get all the new copper textures, there's going to be a bunch of those, which are fine. But that's just regular update stuff. This video, this one-off video, is all about the back-end stuff. So, anyway, you can see I still have some stuff to do to catch up. But I'll do that offline, of course. And then when we have another big update someday, whenever that'll be, you have another update video from me. So hopefully you enjoyed this one, even though it's weird. Subscribe if you want to know when the next ones come out. Hit the like button so people know we exist. And I'll see you next time.